She doesn't say, I love you yet. She doesn't write you poems. She does and tanned outside your window in the rain, holding a sign like a movie. But she remembers your smallest preferences. She texted you at 2 a.m. because she saw something that reminded her of you. She says, I hope you're eating well. And somehow it hits different. She lets ya talk about your struggles without interpreting. She laughs at your dry jokes, fixes your collar without even thinking. She doesn't need to bisque. She's just there, present, supportive, constant, and you begin to wonder. Is this love, or is she just naturally caring? She falling for me. Am I reading? Too much into it, that uncertainty eats at you. It's because no matter how strong, stoic, or emotionally aware you are, one thing remains true. Every man wants to know when a woman's shirt is truly his. Not temporarily, not casually, but fully. Based on how much attention she gives, but on how her soul responds to your presence. Because here's what most men don't understand. When a woman is deeply in love with you, she doesn't show it the way you expect. She doesn't always say it. She shows it quietest, most powerful ways. Through pattern, through softness, through presence. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss the very signs that could change your life. You'll think she's being nice. You'll lass him. It's her personality. You'll tell yourself, maybe she's like this with Fionn, but you'd be wrong. 'Cause what she's doing around you. She's not doing around anyone else. It's not because she's desperate. It's because she feels something. So sacred, so rare, so uncontrollable that even her logic and minute can't override it anymore. Her body's responding to your presence. Her mind is beginning to plan around your existence. Her heart is quietly choosing you, not just for now, but for always. And she's terrified of saying it out loud because once she does, she'll give ASU the power to destroy her. So instead, she gives you everything else. Her loyalty, her effort, her consistency, her emotional nakedness, all without needing validation bothers the challenge. Most men are too blind, too distracted, or too focused on performance to see the truth in front of them. So, in this video, I'm going to reveal the 7 rare and powerful things women only do when they're in love with you, not kind of into you, not lusting after you. Deep love. The kin thought goes beyond words. The kin thought bonds to your energy. The kind theater forms her rhythm, her thoughts, her entire emotional gravity. If you're cognize even 3 of these signs, you're not just someone she likes. You've become the man she can't emotionally walk away from, no matter how hard she tries. So now the only question left is this. Are you grounded enough to notice it and strong enough to honor it? Let's begin. In a world where I miss you is just a text, where I love Vo is posted publicly for validation and where emojis have replaced real emotion. Genuine love is no longer as no story you cognize. We're surrounded by constant toys. Likes, comments, flirted Ds. Quick chemistry. Everyone seems available. Everyone seems interested, but few people are truly invested on thoughts. The tragic irony of modern connection. You can get attention without love. You can share a bed without sharing a soul. You can be in a relationship and still feel complete alone. So what does real love even look like anymore? It's not loud. It's not Averdon. Doesn't come with a grand announcement. Subtle, sacred, quietly consistent. When it comes from a woman, it shows in the smallest shifts. She stops playing games not because she's weak, but because she feels safe. She shows up in the middle of your storm. Not to fix you, but to stand with you. She shares her fears not because she wants comfort, but because she trusts you with her. She doesn't have to say, I love you every day. 'Cause when a woman is truly in love, it's felt in her energy. Her presence, her emotional rhythm, her actions shift. Her language softens. Her vision starts to include a way, not just for the next weekend, but for the next decade. And that shift, that's not lust. That's not infatuation. That's not her trying to impress you. That's devotion. The kind of devotion thought doesn't need a reason. It's just as rooted, real, relentless. And yet Mosman miss it. Wait forth words. K look for big signs. They tree to coder texts when the truth is already written in her tone, her patience, her daily effort. You see, women don't love like men. Often love with their eyes. Women love with their attention. When she's in love, you're not just part of her thoughts. You become the center of her emotional world. And when a woman's heart is banded to yours, even the way she breathes next to you changes. So if you've ever asked, is she just being kind or does she actually love? The cis where the confusion ends beckos. These even signs I'm about to share are not casual behaviors. They're not things women do when they sort oaf like you. These are the sacred patterns. A woman woe soul has chosen you. Now if you see even a few of these in Herdon questioned her love, just make Shireo rest strong enough to receive it. One she sends in your presence even when she's strong with everyone else. A woman canned, fierce, independent, guarded, and emotionally controlled in the outside world. She's used to protecting herself. Society taught her to be careful with her heart. But when she's in love with you, something changes. She doesn't the veto try to be soft. She just is. Her tone becomes gentler, her eyes more vulnerable, her laughter lighter, shadousent. Overanalyze everything. She relaxes because your presence feels like peace. She doesn't just like buy and ground you. Her nervous system starts to regulate in your energy. She becomes the version of herself that fills the sophist. That's not lust. That's emotional surrender. Most men miss this. They confuse emotional openness with friendliness. But the woman who softens around you in ways she doesn't with anyone else. Her heart is already halfway yours. Too. She starts mirroring your rhythm without realizing it. This goes far beyond using the same slang or caping your playlist. This is something gunkious. Subtle but incredible when a woman starts falling deeply in love with you, she doesn't just notice her patterns. She starts integrating them. She begins speaking in your rhythm. It's not just your phrases, but your tone. Her texts might match her emotional responses, eco-emotional. Tempere? If you're calmed, she finds herself grounded. If you're passionate about something, she starts getting fired up too. This mirroring isn't a performance. Saint's way of saying, I'm synced with you. Psychologically, this is known as slimming resonance. When 12 emotional systems begin to harmonize and its own F. The clearest signs of emotional bonding. K. She begins to share our tempo, your cadence, even your worldview. She vows beside you not to lose herself, but because her deepest self feels safe growing in your direction. And if you're reattented, you'll realize she's not just adapting. She's anchoring. 3. She becomes protective of your energy without being asked. This isn't jealousy. This isn't insecurity. It's guardianship. When a woman is truly in love with you, she becomes emotionally at hand to your peace. She begins to notice the stress in your shoulders, the change in your eyes, the shift in your silence. She starts feeling your moods before you even verbalize them. She'll pull you aside when you're overwhelmed. She'll hold space for your chaos. Nag. She nurtures, not because yawask, but because your emotional banghas quietly become part of her purpose. She starts watching who and what drains you. It's not to control, but to protect your flame. She becomes mindful of how she speaks to you, how others speak about you, how your energy is treated in her world. This is the Kindoff woman who senses that storm before it tariffs and stands at Thaget, ready not with judgment, but with loyalty. And when you find a woman who guards your beast like it's her own, that's not casual love. That's sacred connection. 4. She shares her deepest truths, even if they scare her. A woman in love just share information, she reveals herself. The curated version, not the Instagram bio, but the messy, raw, unfinished parts. Theppardes still trying to understand theft from childhood. The dreams that make her feel naive. The shame she'll never validate to anyone. And when she does this Sysant looking for pity or praise, she's testing something deeper. Emotional safety. If she tells you a booth times was hurt or the thing she's never told her friends or the insecurities she usually hides behind humor, she's not just being open. She's giving emotional keys to her internal home. Handle them poorly and the doors will close. Boo. Handle them with presence, with stillness, with love. And she opened parts of herself that no one else has ever touched. Not getting closed, that's spiritual trust. 5. She linish her life around you without losing herself. Most men think love means she spends all her time with you. That's not devotion, that's dependence. But a woman who is deeply in love will do something far more powerful. Shanna degrades you into her life, not by shrinking her world, but by making spacing. It her schedule, her priorities. Her future plans. Start to see yourself in blueprint. She doesn't cancel her goals for you. She includes you in them. She checks in to report but to connect. She starts seeing your well-being as part of her own emotional ecosystem. You're not just Somion she dates. You become Sumiana her life makes room for. She brings you to meet the people who matter. She shows you her piss, her family, her culture, because her presence has now become part of her internal map. That's not control. It's intimacy woven into reality. 6. She becomes fiercely loyal even in your absence. There's a kind of loyalty that doesn't need announcement. It's felt one. She's in love. She protects your own name when you're not around. She avoids situations that could hurt what you are building. She doesn't entertain attention even if it flatters her ego. Not because she's proving something but Becca's. In her mind, there's no one else. Her loyalty becomes energetic. Her attention becomes sacred. Her choice start reflecting not just what she wants know, but who she values most. Shadow seek the highest bidder compare. She doesn't keep her options open. Because the man she chosen Atlas holder. He's a cell connection. And when she's in love like this, you'll know not because she'll sack it every day, but because her world moves with your integrity in mind. You'll feel it in their respect she gives, the way she shuts down temptation in the quiet consistency of her emotional presence. 7. She chooses repeatedly, not out of need but out after devotion. This is the rarest kind of love. It's the kind that doesn't fade when things get hard. It's that kind that doesn't treat when you show your flaws. The kind that isn't based on what you do, but who you are. Shadow scent need you. T.O.B. She just needs you to boo. She chooses you on your worst day. When you're retard, when you're insecure, when you out yourself, when the world feels sheevy. She sees your strength even when you can't. She loves the man beneath the mask, the one who's trying. It's the one who's growing. It's the one who holds space for her even when he's still figuring himself out. Its devotion is loud, doesn't need validation. It's not about appendance. It's about leanman. Her love becomes a daily not a transaction, but a vow. Silent, steady, sacred. And when a woman cruises you like that over and over, day after day, even when it's hard, she's not just in love. She's yours. Watching this, you'll already know this isn't just Anatha Relationships video. This was a reflection of meera.ao. Maybe you saw her in Thea's seasons. Maybog missed her in Naor, finally realizing what Shua to show you. Or maybe you're waiting for that kind of love to find you. The quiet kind, the real kind, second, that doesn't have to shout because it's written in every moment. Every look, every sacred silence. But Harris's truth. This kind of woman doesn't just give her heart to anyone. Who'd have sent fall in love with the loudest guy or the richest or the smoothest. She gives her soul to the man who makes her feel safe. To the man whose presence her storms. To the man who doesn't try toy miss, but who embodies depth. So for you ask, is she in love with him? Ask yourself, am I the kind of man was ready for that kind of love? Because real love demands. A real man, a man who listens, who leads with stillness, who protects what's sacred, not with ego, but with quiet strength. If that's the Kindhoff man you're becoming or the Kanya went top, you're in the right place. The Shano Stoic paradox isn't just about attraction. It's about evolution. It's about mastering yourself so that Thite woman recognizes you without words. Soif, this resonated. Subscribe. Not just to hear more content like this, but to commit to the path of becoming things. One she'll never have to question. And if you felt her do even a few of these even things, don't play it cool. Don't pull away. Sabotage what could be sacred. Because when a woman is deploying love with you, she's not looking for perfect. She's looking for presence. She's looking for you. I'll tap that subscribe button. Thumbs up. Like this video if it spoke to something real inside you. Blackheart and Shaswith, a man you know needs to hear it. Until next time. Stay grounded, stay silent when it matters, and I'll waiskas tiff over noise. This is Stoic stream where psychology meets presence, and men become unforgettable.